The morning sun casts a golden glow over an open countryside. Birds chirp softly, and a gentle breeze rustles through tall grass along a quiet roadside. A pregnant horse grazes peacefully, her belly round with life. She chews lazily on the grass, unaware that in mere moments, her world will change. Suddenly, she freezes. A sharp contraction ripples through her body. She lets out a loud, distressed neigh, her legs trembling as she struggles to stay upright. The peaceful scene is shattered by her cries echoing through the still air. She collapses onto the ground, writhing in pain, her eyes wide with fear and confusion. In the blink of an eye, a peaceful moment turns into a life-or-death struggle. A pregnant horse, alone by the roadside, fighting not just for her life, but for the fragile one inside her. Across the road, a golden retriever trots alongside its owner's property, tail wagging lazily as it sniffs the fresh morning air. But then, the dog freezes, ears perked, head tilted. The horse's frantic cries pierce through the calm. Instinct takes over. Without hesitation, the golden retriever races toward the sound, its paws kicking up dust as it sprints across the field. It reaches the fallen horse, circling her with concern, sniffing the air, sensing her distress. The mare lets out another desperate whinny, her body trembling with exhaustion. This is no ordinary moment. And this is no ordinary dog. Driven by something deeper than instinct, compassion, this golden retriever knows exactly what to do. The dog turns and bolts in the opposite direction, sprinting with purpose. There's no time to lose. Down the road, a man drives casually, his truck humming along the empty path. Out of nowhere, the golden retriever bursts into view, dashing onto the road, barking frantically. The man slams on the brakes, heart racing, as the dog stops in front of the truck, barking urgently, its eyes locked onto his with unmistakable desperation. Man, confused, concerned. "What's wrong, boy? What are you trying to tell me?" The dog doesn't wait. It dashes off, pausing just long enough to make sure the man is following. Something clicks in the man's mind, a realization that this isn't just a lost dog. This is a call for help. Without hesitation, he pulls over, jumps out of his truck, and follows the determined retriever through the fields, his heart pounding with adrenaline and curiosity. After a few minutes of running, the man sees her. A large, beautiful horse collapsed on the ground, her sides heaving, sweat glistening on her coat despite the cool morning air. Her legs kick weakly, and she lets out another agonized neigh. It's clear she's in trouble. Serious trouble. For the man, there's no time to process what's happening. There's only one thing to do: act. He rushes to the horse's side, speaking softly to calm her, gently stroking her neck, trying to steady her frantic breathing. But it's not enough. She needs medical help, now. His hands tremble as he grabs his phone, dialing emergency veterinary services with urgency in his voice. Within minutes, the distant wail of an ambulance grows louder. But this isn't a human ambulance. It's an emergency veterinary unit, equipped for large animal rescues. The vehicle screeches to a halt beside the field, and a team of veterinarians leaps into action. They carefully assess the situation, checking the mare's vital signs while preparing a stretcher. The golden retriever stands nearby, watching anxiously, its tail still for the first time. Silent but deeply connected to the unfolding rescue. Veterinarian, focused, giving orders. "We need to get her stabilized and transported immediately. She's in labor, but something's wrong." The team gently lifts the mare onto the stretcher, securing her safely in the ambulance. The race to the veterinary clinic begins. Inside the clinic, bright lights illuminate the sterile environment as the medical team prepares for an emergency C-section. The mare's condition is deteriorating rapidly, her breathing shallow, her pulse weak. The veterinarians work with precision, their faces tense with concentration. Behind those doors, a battle rages, a fight not just for one life, but for two. After what feels like forever, it happened, the baby is here. She made it, and so did her foal. The man lets out a breath he didn't realize he was holding. The golden retriever wags its tail softly, sensing the relief in the room. Days pass. The mare and her foal recover together in a cozy stable, surrounded by care and warmth. The mare, once weak and terrified, now stands tall, her eyes filled with quiet gratitude. The foal, a beautiful, wobbly-legged miracle, nuzzles close to her side, full of life. The man visits often, always with the golden retriever by his side. They watch the mare and foal from the stable door, their hearts full of quiet pride. The bond between them all, horse, foal, man, and dog, is unspoken but unbreakable. Sometimes the most powerful connections are formed in the face of struggle. And sometimes the greatest heroes walk on four paws. The camera fades in on a sunny field. The mare and her foal graze peacefully, both healthy, strong, and thriving. The man stands nearby, leaning against a fence, the golden retriever sitting faithfully beside him. The mare lifts her head, her eyes meeting his. There's a flicker of recognition, a silent thank you that needs no words. The foal, curious and playful, trots over to the fence, nuzzling the man's hand. The golden retriever wags its tail, nudging the man as if to say, "We did it." 5 months ago, a chance encounter changed everything. A dog who listened, a man who acted, and a mare who fought, all part of a story about courage, compassion, and the simple truth that sometimes heroes come with wagging tails. This story isn't just about a horse, a man, and a dog. It's about all of us. About how compassion can cross boundaries, between species, between strangers, between moments of ordinary life turned extraordinary. You don't need to be a veterinarian to save a life. You just need to care, pay attention, take action, because sometimes the smallest gestures create the biggest miracles. Subscribe for more stories of hope and survival. Together, we can make the world a kinder place.